Romeo and Juliet, Act 1, Scene 2. Today I'm going to be talking about Romeo and Juliet, Act 1, Scene 2. In this scene, Romeo finds out that Paris is trying to marry Capulet's daughter, Juliet. Capulet tells Paris to wait 2 years since Juliet is too young to marry at that point. Capulet thinks Paris is the right person for Juliet and invites him to a dinner party that he is holding that night. He tells Paris to come and win Juliet's heart so that they can marry each other with ease. I think this scene is one of the most important scenes because if Juliet was never close with Romeo and married Paris instead, there would be no story whatsoever. This scene also introduces Romeo and Juliet's love for each other. What happens at the dinner party? As Romeo and Juliet express their love at the dinner party, you can tell that Capulet is angry at Juliet when he says, my child is yet a stranger in the world." This is an example of a parent controlling and making moral decisions for their children. Another example is when Paris says, "Younger than she are happy mothers are made." Paris wants to marry Juliet because he is done searching for a wife. The theme of this scene is importance and caution, since making a wrong decision can lead with consequences. How are the characters in this scene? In Romeo and Juliet, William Shakespeare made Paris the antagonist in the story. The antagonist is usually the bad character in the story, but I don't think Paris was supposed to be a bad character. When he says, "Montague is bound as well, in penalty alike, and 'tis not hard, I think, for a man so old as us to keep the peace." I don't think Paris was supposed to be a bad character. Maybe to Romeo and Juliet, he is, but for the reader, he's just a person who wants to marry someone's daughter. In this scene, William Shakespeare used a lot of foreshadowing to alert the audience on future events, like when the servant says, "Perhaps you have learned it without a book, but I pray you can read anything you see," as he hands over an invitation to Romeo. In conclusion, without this scene, there wouldn't be a story in Romeo and Juliet. I hope to see what comes with the story as it goes forward, and if Romeo and Juliet do get married, who knows what will happen.